Snow falls softly. A fire crackles in the hearth. The scent of pine needles and gingerbread fills the air. Children's laughter echoes through the house, their eyes bright with anticipation. Christmas Eve, a time for joy, for family, for believing in the magic that seems to shimmer in the air. Stockings hang expectantly by the fireplace. Presents lie wrapped beneath the tree, promising delights unseen. All is calm, all is bright. Or so it seems. But even in the heart of the holidays, a shadow stirs, a darkness that whispers on the edge of awareness, a reminder that not all is always as it seems. For every light there is a shadow, for every reward a consequence, and in the heart of Christmas cheer there lurks a dark reflection, a being of ancient power and primal fear. His name is Krampus, and he is coming. Christmas, a time of celebration and light, also harbors a dark secret. Beneath the twinkling lights and joyous carols, there lies a tale that is seldom told, a story that brings a chill to the festive warmth. It is a time of duality, a delicate balance between joy and fear, reward and punishment. The season of giving and receiving is also a season of reckoning, where the line between good and evil blurs. While St. Nicholas, the benevolent gift-giver, rewards the good children, a darker figure lurks in the shadows. This figure is not just a myth, but a reminder of the consequences of misdeeds. He is the antithesis of St. Nicholas, the embodiment of winter's wrath. Where St. Nicholas brings joy and gifts, this dark figure brings fear and punishment, a stark contrast to the jolly old man in red. His name is Krampus, and he's the keeper of the naughty list. With his horns and menacing presence, Krampus is a figure that strikes fear into the hearts of those who have strayed from the path of good behavior. Krampus is no mere figment of a child's nightmare. He is a real presence in the folklore of many cultures, a creature that embodies the darker side of the festive season. He is deeply woven into the fabric of European folklore, a creature of ancient origin and terrifying power. From the snowy Alps to the dark forests of Germany, Krampus has been a part of winter traditions for centuries. His legend has been passed down through generations, a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. Around the fireplace, elders recount the stories of Krampus, ensuring that the young ones understand the importance of good behavior. He is a reminder that good behavior is not just rewarded, but expected. The tales of Krampus serve as a moral compass, guiding children to be kind, helpful, and obedient. And for those who stray from the path of virtue, there will be consequences. Krampus is the enforcer of this ancient moral code, ensuring that the spirit of Christmas remains pure and untainted by misdeeds. The Alpine regions of Europe, a land of towering mountains and dark forests, are the cradle of the Krampus legend. Here, amidst the long, harsh winters, the tale of the Christmas devil took root. He was a creature born of necessity, a way to instill fear in the hearts of children and ensure their good behavior during the darkest months of the year. Krampus was the dark counterpoint to the benevolent St. Nicholas, a figure who embodied the harsh realities of winter. While St. Nicholas brought gifts and joy, Krampus brought punishment and fear. He was a reminder that nature could be both giving and unforgiving, and that good behavior was essential for survival. To gaze upon the face of Krampus is to stare into the abyss of winter's fury. The very essence of the cold, dark season seems to be embodied in his terrifying visage. As the snow falls and the wind howls, his presence is felt, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks in the heart of winter. He is a grotesque caricature of humanity, a twisted mockery of all that is good and pure. His form is a perverse reflection of our worst fears, a nightmarish figure that haunts the darkest corners of our imagination. In the shadowy forest he moves with an eerie grace, a predator stalking his prey. His eyes burn with a malevolent fire, reflecting the flames of hell that lick at his heels. These eyes are windows to a soul consumed by darkness, a soul that revels in the suffering of others. The fire within them is unquenchable, a constant reminder of the infernal torment that drives him. His face is a mask of horror, a grotesque parody of a man. It is a visage that inspires dread, a face that seems to have been sculpted from the very essence of nightmares. Every line, every contour is designed to evoke fear, to remind us of the fragility of our own humanity. Two horns, twisted like the gnarled branches of an ancient oak, protrude from his forehead. These horns are not just physical attributes. They are symbols of his malevolent power, a testament to his dominion over the dark forces of the forest. They twist and turn, much like the paths he takes through the woods, always leading to despair. His skin is covered in thick, matted fur, the color of a blizzard's fury. This fur is not just a covering, it is a shield against the cold, a testament to his resilience. It blends seamlessly with the snowy landscape, making him a ghostly figure that appears and disappears with the storm. Sharp fangs, like those of a wolf, protrude from his snarling mouth, ready to tear into the flesh of those who dare to cross his path. These fangs are instruments of his wrath, tools that he uses to instill fear and maintain his reign of terror. And his tongue, long and serpentine, lashes out like a viper, tasting the fear in the air. This tongue is not just a physical feature, it is a sensory organ that detects the presence of fear, allowing him to hone in on his victims with unerring accuracy. His hands, gnarled and powerful, are often depicted clutching rusty chains. These chains are not mere accessories, they are symbols of his bondage and his power, tools that he uses to capture and punish those who fall into his grasp, and a bundle of birch rods, tools of his terrifying trade. These rods are instruments of pain, used to mete out punishment to the wicked. In his hands they become extensions of his will, tools that he wields with terrifying precision. Section 6. Krampus's Judgment. Krampus is not a merciful judge. His presence alone sends shivers down the spine of those who dare to misbehave. He is the embodiment of swift and brutal justice, meting out punishments that fit the crimes of the children unfortunate enough to find themselves on his list. His methods are as varied as they are terrifying, ensuring that no misdeed goes unpunished. For the mildly naughty, a swat with a birch rod or a mouthful of coal might suffice. These children might escape with just a fright, a reminder to mend their ways before it's too late. But for those who have truly embraced the spirit of mischief, Krampus reserves his most terrifying punishments. These are the children who have crossed the line, and for them, Krampus's wrath knows no bounds. He carries a large wicker basket on his back, and legend has it that he uses it to cart away the naughtiest children. This basket is not just a tool of transport, but a symbol of their impending doom. Some say he takes them to his lair, a frozen wasteland where they are tormented for eternity. This desolate place is said to be filled with the echoes of their cries, a chilling reminder of Krampus's power. Others whisper that he drowns them in the icy depths of a frozen lake, their screams swallowed by the winter wind. The lake, dark and foreboding, becomes their final resting place, a silent witness to their fate. Whatever their fate, one thing is certain: those who are taken by Krampus are never seen again. Their disappearance leaves behind a haunting silence, a void that serves as a grim warning to others. Section 7. Krampusnacht, a night of fear and revelry. On the eve of December 6th, while children elsewhere dream of sugar plums and presents, the Alpine regions of Europe brace themselves for Krampusnacht. It is a night of both fear and revelry, a time for confronting the darkness that lurks beneath the surface of holiday cheer. In villages and towns across Austria, Germany, and beyond, the Krampus processions begin. Men and women, their faces hidden behind grotesque masks, their bodies draped in furs and bells, take to the streets. They are the Krampuslaufers, and their mission is to embody the spirit of the Christmas devil. They crack whips, rattle chains, and roar through the streets, playfully terrifying onlookers and reminding them of the importance of good behavior. Section 8. Krampus in the Modern Age. Once confined to the remote villages of the Alps, the legend of Krampus has, in recent years, experienced a resurgence in popularity. What was once a regional tradition has become a global phenomenon, with Krampus celebrations popping up everywhere from New York City to Tokyo. Films, television shows, and even video games have embraced the dark side of Christmas, introducing the terrifying figure of Krampus to a whole new generation. Some see this resurgence as a harmless bit of fun, a way to add a bit of spice to the holiday season. Others view it as a sign of our times, a reflection of our growing fascination with the dark and the macabre. Section 9, Duality, the Heart of the Holidays. The story of Krampus is not just a tale of terror. It is a story about duality, about the delicate balance between light and darkness, good and evil, reward and punishment. Krampus, for all his terrifying glory, serves as a reminder that there are consequences for our actions. He is the embodiment of the shadow self, the part of us that we try to hide from the world. But he is also a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. For every Krampus, there is a St. Nicholas, for every shadow, a light. And in the end, it is up to each of us to choose which path we will follow.